What's happening, guys? Another day in the Tottenham Hotspur shit show, and this is your host Elias here. This is usually not the time where I do streams at. This is usually not the time where I go live and discuss all the stuff with you. But I realized that the break this week between our next fixture and all the shit that has happened is a bit too big, and there's a lot inside of me right now, and I guess there's a lot inside all of you as well, who are in the chats, that you would like to chat about, you would like to ask questions about, that's been going on in the Tottenham Hotspur football club itself, in the Tottenham Hotspur fan base itself. There are a lot of questions that you all may have in terms of as a fan, um, and you all may want to ask something from me. You all may want to rant. You all may want to say something of what has happened, but it's absolute poor management from Daniel Levy. Believe it or not, the blame goes to Daniel Levy. And what else you can say? I mean, he let's, if you all haven't, just look at the description of this video. He recently sacked, just a couple of days before before he sacked Rehanne Skinner, who is our ladies first coach. Eugene, yes, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link, Eugene. Yes, just give me a minute. When he sacked our ladies manager, before that he actually sacked our academy director, and after, just few days later, he sacked Rehanne Skinner, our ladies manager. Then after that, he actually sacked Antonio Conte. And now we have heard the news that yes, Fabio Paratici, who is our footballing director, has received a global ban, which means that he cannot perform any sort of business in the market, like whether that's to get a manager, whether that's to buy players, whether to interfere in any of the meetings, any of the external affairs of the club. He can't. What he can do is just sit within the club and maybe just sit in the meeting and take minutes, I don't know. And that's absolute shit show that's happening within Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, and I am kind of fed up of all that's happening. First of all, I've been a bit sick actually last two days or so, just not feeling that great. And and after all what I watch on the news and all that was happening, it's just absolutely disappointing. Like right now, I don't know if any of you have heard the news that our club has been focusing on signing Clement Langley on permanent. I mean, a bang average player who has done okay, he has done something for the club, I understand. A bang average player like Clement Langley is our priority right now, that we are trying to sign him over getting a new manager for this club, over getting a new footballing director for this club, over hiring a ladies coach. The ladies coach team is not doing very well either. Our academy teams are not doing very well either. There's no direction that this club is going towards. And we still have people actually who are defending Daniel Levy still as usual. There are still people who will come out with all sort of excuses from this world to say that okay, Daniel Levy is not the problem. And I don't understand what the problem is. Maybe I'm the problem then. Maybe I am a problem because maybe I don't voice out that much. At one point, yes, I was Levy on the fence as well. I really don't know where this club is headed. What who is going to be our manager for the Everton game? I don't know how the Everton game is going to look like. On top of that, we are dealing with absolute amount of injuries in this club. Like really, seriously, guys, I don't understand. Like the amount of injuries as well. Like what does this medical team does? If the players are getting consistently injured, there's something wrong with your fitness department as well, with your medical department as well, with your training routine as well. To a certain extent, if the players are getting injured to that extent, there has to be a certain problem in the club that needs to be addressed. Like half of our backline right now is injured. You have Ivan Perisic injured. I don't think we even have a proper left back or left wing back right now in the club, who can actually play in that position. We have Ivan Perisic, who is injured. Ben Davis is injured. Emerson Royal is injured. Who else is injured? We also, I think, have Richarlison injured. We have Bentancur injured. Like absolute amount of injuries right now has have come during this international break, and this is just BS, right? Like, really, how worse can this season go from here? And Daniel Levy has made some of the worst decisions at this crucial point of the season. Like, I don't understand. I've been calling this since January that if Fabio Paratici received a ban from Italy, that he can't do business with Italy, if his accusations were strong enough already, why haven't we sacked Fabio Paratici and replaced him with a new footballing director until now? What have we been waiting for? I don't understand a single thing. What has Daniel Levy been waiting for the last 2 or 3 months when he knew that Fabio Paratici ultimately would be banned? Why hasn't he sacked him yet? Why? And still, I mean, I go on Twitter and I still see some people who actually make some all form of excuses for Paratici. If Paratici and the Don Paratici narrative is another one that yes, he has made some really good signings. Out of all the signings that he has made, I can actually name few that have worked maybe for us. Christian Romero. I don't rate Romero like a really excellent player. He has his liabilities as well. Every other 2 3 games, he picks up a red card and then costs us another game. What? In no way it's an excellent signing, but a decent signing, you can say, because he's a skillful player. He just needs to work on his mentality right now. Second one, maybe the second two signings that I would rate is Bentancur and Kulusevski, which we all know are part of that corruption scandal, those corruption issues that he had with Juve. Those two signings count towards that sort of nonsense that took place there. So Fabio Paratici in no way is an excellent footballing director. I don't understand this narrative until now. Like, why are people bigging him up so much? Like, Fabio Paratici is like the best and all that. Maybe I understand that yes, Fabio Paratici hasn't made uh, is not the real problem. Daniel Levy is the real problem as well. But that guy has done some bad business. Or maybe one thing I can rate him is that somehow he got Antonio Conte for us. I really don't know, but I'm gonna go through some of the comments. By the way, Dil Doendas, big up to you, bro. I think I haven't seen you, bro. Are you new here? Let us know. Anyone who directly or indirectly supports Levy is a problem. Levy appointed Conte, therefore, who supports Conte are indirectly supporting Levy. Look, bro, I don't support Conte fully. I don't support Conte fully to an extent that yes, I would say that he was a problem. He was not a problem. He did make some mistakes as well, but the fact that I'm in fighting for is that if you keep on blaming Conte, that just takes the blame of the real problem, which is Daniel Levy. That's what we have all been trying to say, that if you blame on Conte day in day out, it means that you are taking the blame out of the real problem, that the issue that Daniel Levy is, the kind of a clown Daniel Levy is. That's why we are trying to say that every manager can't be the problem. If Daniel Levy he hire one manager and big him up and make us look like okay, this manager is the solution, then Daniel Levy is the problem. Managerial problems are just secondary. So I support Conte to a certain extent, that he wasn't backed. He did make mistakes. Yes, I do accept that. Yes, to a certain extent, I am a bit critical about certain things that Conte did, but in no way I'll say that Conte was a problem. So I think there you have my thoughts on this. Eugene, I've sent you the link on WhatsApp, so if you'd like to join me and join. People who support Levy in any form are a problem. Levy appointed Conte. I think I have addressed this question already. Died and that's it. If you have any thoughts further, let me know. To dare is to go to prison. I guess it's in reference to Fabio Paratici one. Well, actually, I don't know if any of you guys have watched that video that Fabio Paratici did a couple of days ago. Let me know, by the way, my video quality, is it better than that or is it worse than that? I think that was like the worst video quality I've ever seen in ages. Like, who these days use 360p videos and then upload it on a Spurs official account? I didn't understand that particular one. Langley is dog shit. I absolutely agree with you. Like, that center back was just a smokescreen signing as well. I think when he signed for us, he did some good for us. I don't deny that. Like, for example, that goal against Marseille. But overall, he has been a bang average player. He hasn't done much for us, and I don't know why we are prioritizing that signing, because just is because cheap, 12.5 million. I think that was the deal that we are looking at. The amount of the amount that we are looking at is somewhere between 12.5 to 13 million, something like that. Maybe that's the real reason why Daniel Levy is working towards that signing. But I don't understand why at this crucial end of the season, at this crucial point of the season, why on earth are we focusing on a deal like that when we can actually focus on something like that in summer? Already our footballing director is facing these issues. Why are we not addressing those problems first and focusing on this? Why is our management, and why are our head counts, or why our resources in the club focusing on that sort of shit over other things? Like, I don't understand. You can't let Conte wash away since he quit and was always plotting his own exit. If he was plotting his own exit, whose fault is it then? Okay, Conte drained players by making them run 2 kilometers on the match. Every ex-player is laughing at his bizarre tactics. Actually, bro, the 2 kilometers is nothing. Seriously, badminton players run 2 kilometers throughout a single match. I think within 20 to 30 minutes of a game. It's a very normal thing. And football, which is a 90-minute sport, if you're training for that to run 2 kilometers, is there's nothing wrong. By the way, I have a guest on here. Let's welcome Eugene from Spurs Vision TV. Big up to you, bro. Thanks for
Uh,
joining.
no
And
problem.
I guess you have a lot to say as well. Last 2 3 days,
No,
I heard
nothing. I got
that
nothing to say. To tell the truth, yeah.
you
Uh,
really have nothing to say.
I just came on to hop on and say hi to you, right? What's there to say? It's same old Spurs all over again, right? I just finished my dinner. I was putting on Jurassic Park Dominion. It just started. Then I saw your message come out, so I said, must I hop on, right? And just let's see what's there to talk about. It's same old, right? What are we gonna do?
Same old nonsense, right? Like, seriously, I don't understand the amount of PR nonsense that they put up with. Like, now that, have you heard that news that the Clement Langley, I think you have, do you think that this is the time we should be working on that sort of a deal? Like a player who is already with us on a loan and we are trying to, like, come on, man, like you can work on this kind of deal in summer. Why are we focusing on that sort of a deal? Like, let me know your
No,
thoughts.
no, 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 no. The Clement Langley deal is the deal of convenience, right? He's already there. Paratici doesn't have to go and talk to anyone because he's banned, right? Worldwide. Guys, Paratici came in. Everybody's saying he's the Don. I've been saying Paratici was brought in, right? Because we all know Paratici's history with Juventus, the things that he's done, right? And I'm sure Levy must have done his due diligence. My question is always, I question, why did we get him, right? Of all the DOFs in the world, right? We could have gotten a Campos, we could have gotten whoever was out there, but we brought in Paratici. Paratici was brought in for one thing only, right? To teach Levy the dark arts of transfer deals. Okay, number one. Number two, why isn't he sacked yet? Right? When he
I
come on,
just asked, I was just
if,
talking about that actually.
if your employer right finds out right there's a criminal case against you, right? What do you think is going to happen, right? Of course, it's always called innocent until you're proven guilty, but he was already found guilty in the Italian courts, right? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it reminds me. It's typical, same like Malaysia, I think. Typically same like our country. That's why I'm so used to it, right? So it doesn't matter, right? We keep crooks, we keep snakes, we keep con men, we keep criminals, right? Right? We keep them. So what else can Levy get out of this, right? As I say, why hasn't he been sacked? Maybe there's some deals behind there. There's something that gone on, right? Which actually our great chairman is actually behind it too. So now everyone's got shit on everyone. So everyone's protecting anyone. Maybe that's why Conte blew it, right? Conte blew it, right? So what can I say? What can I say? Uh why not?
Okay,
And what
okay. Let
is
me let me
there?
address some of the comments here. I'll address that one. Dem tactics won Conte trophy everywhere is mean. Yep. An expert on Brian Nagel's channel was singing praises about Paratici. I don't know who you're talking about. If but try guys not to mention the other creators if you don't have a particular comment or a particular name. Yeah. What's your opinion on Richarlison going to the board wanting Conte out? I don't know. Was Richarlison the one who went to the board to get Conte out? Because I thought he was the one who came out in media rather than going to the board. Apparently, the one who went to the board was my guy Eric Dyer, and I'm super mad at him because he was the one I think who went to Daniel Levy. I heard in some of the newses, and he complained about that Conte issues and all that. And I'm damn mad with Eric Dyer, by the way, guys. If you all ever see me singing that Eric Dyer song again, I'm like throw stones at me, please. hey hey kaise ho Malaysia ke Javier, Elias and Eugene. Yeah, so basically he's saying, how are you, the two great friends of Malaysia,
Okay.
Elias and Eugene. Yeah, so basically
J,
Jay and
J, J,
Viru are
I don't understand that, right?
Jay and Viru are basically two characters from a 1970s Bollywood film called Sholay. And they were like the two friends who would actually fight the wrong guys and the corrupt guys who actually robbed the village and all that. Yeah, we point out the things when Levy and the board try to rob Tottenham fans. We call him out on that. So yeah, in that sense, you can call us Jay and Viru. If you all haven't watched the film Sholay, you guys can go and watch it. It's kind of nice movie actually. All
No.
problems come from top, and Levy is the biggest problem Spurs have had for years. You can criticize every manager, every player who comes in, and what do they have in common? Levy got them in.
No.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't disagree with Carl Simpson here. By the way, big up to you, bro.
Big up,
Actually,
Carl. Big up.
Carl
Okay.
Simpson, you told me you will one day come on my stream. When is that one day gonna come? Come, really? I'm waiting for that one day. But seriously, I don't know. Like, Eugene, I want to ask a bit on this particular comment. What do you think about these kind of players and those comments that have come out that Conte made players run 2 kilometers?
To tell the
It's
truth,
two
right? Doesn't matter.
kilometers quite a lot, by the way, bro.
No,
I
bro,
I
bro,
think you
bro,
can
bro.
run.
It doesn't matter what Conte does, right? He's gone. Okay. Why are we going backwards, right? Now I'm going to go into this very simple. There are a bunch of players in our squad, in our team, right, or whatever, right, who are playing the player power card again, going directly to the owner, complaining about this, complaining about. It's not the same. This is the first time that's happened, right? It happens loads of time at our club, right? And I'm sure it happens at other clubs too. It's just depending on whether the owner wants to back the manager or you want to back the players, right? But you must always understand, to Levy, the players are his gems, right? Okay. The managers to Levy, right, are disposable. You get what I'm saying? You can get rid of the managers, but the players are harder because the players are an investment to him, right? So it could bring value to him later. So that's how I see it. Or maybe they are so buddies or whatever. I don't know. I saw reports or rumors or allegations that Romero went to Levy or the board,
Why
Richarlison
would
went to
you?
Levy and the board, right? They're all not happy with Conte, right? So I guess if we still keep players like that in our squad, in our team, right? Where are we gonna go? The next manager comes in, they're not happy. It's a whole cycle again. It goes over again and over again and over again, right? So, and what Jay Rayson says, right? Stellini is a certified match fixer in Italy, right? Right? He's in charge. Yeah, because like I keep saying, Levy likes people like that, right? He likes all these match fixers, transfer fixers, right? Salary fixers, right? So in there, they guys, if you look deep down
All
inside,
the corrupt people are Levy's best friends.
buddies. Yeah, yeah. And most
Buddies, yeah.
probably, you know why? If we dig deeper, he could be the head of all the fixers.
No, honestly speaking, I wanted to actually talk a little bit about this. This is just my conspiracy theory. I'm a bit suspicious. I think I mentioned it on a couple of other channels as well, and I think in some of the chats as well, that the fact that Stellini has stayed behind, it's a big Levy tactic as well. Is still the guy who has been with Conte in all his previous jobs, in all his previous campaigns, suddenly stays behind Tottenham after his boss, who has been with him for years. I mean, he has been with him since the Juve days, by the way, guys. If you all don't know, he has been with him since those days. That guy is the one who stays behind alongside Ryan Mason and the rest of the coaching staff, and the only person to leave with Conte back in Italy is his family member, which is his brother. Actually, the rest of the coaching staff has stayed. I very much believe that actually Daniel Levy has played the dirtiest of the tricks to actually cause problems, cause issues between a team that was doing very well in the world football for the years. He has basically divided them, in my opinion. Like, I mean, it would be interesting to see what happens after summer, whether it's a mutual agreement that Stellini stays behind, Conte is struggling with his health and all that. I am of the opinion that while Conte was away in Italy and while he was having all those issues with his health and all that, and why all the Stellini chants and the hashtag Stellini in was coming on. It's all part of the big plan that Daniel Levy played, because we all know the way Daniel Levy dictate the PR and he dictate the media. I am of the opinion that he played that whole Stellini in game just to get him in and just to get Conte out. This whole thing has a bigger picture. I don't
Okay,
know if anyone else
okay,
thinks
okay.
it's been
Let me get into
considered.
my view about this. Right, it took Spurs, right, 8 to 9 days to come up with a statement that we've mutually consented to release Conte of his duties. Right, mutually consented. Right, maybe during those times, while they were mutually trying to get into consent, maybe is that I think deep down inside, Levy didn't want to sack Conte, but whatever that's happened, right, Levy had to save face. You get what I'm saying? So I think that mutually, what call Conte leaving and his, of course, the brother has to leave. You get what I'm saying? If the brother doesn't leave with Conte, right, it'll look very suspicious, right? And Stellini and the rest of the coaching team staying back, right, it looks even more suspicious because, guys, for all you know, right, Conte is still in charge.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of good
Because
in a
Conte
way.
has done it before. He was 1 month in Italy, right? All right. And
Yep, he
Stellini
has
and
done
Mason
it.
was in charge, right? He's done it before. So what's so bad about while the match is going on, Stellini is on FaceTime with Conte, right? Hey, what to do, bro? What to do, right? What am I supposed to do?
But his brother
Guy.
has left, bro. His brother has left
Yeah, you
the
have to.
person.
If the brother stayed, right, then it'd be so obvious, man. You get what I'm saying? No?
Yep, who was that?
The brother has to leave to make the show more believable. You can say that's blood.
The
You can
shit
say not
show.
blood has to follow. It's a good show, right? All the drama created is so simple, right? The best part about Levy all these years, right? He's created so much drama for us YouTube content creators, right? To talk about it, right? We can go on for hours talking about how shitty he is, hours going on talking about all his deals, right? And the thing is that 150 million spent, right? Nearly 200 million spent during since ever Paratici came in, right? I keep asking, oh, what's all that money for? You get what I'm saying, right? Are the deals checked properly? Transfer windows, right? Who is getting the kickbacks? There's always got kickbacks somewhere, right? I'm a Southeast Asian, right? Kickbacks is our culture, bro.
And I live in
Sorry,
Southeast Asia.
yeah, you should know that, right? Yeah, so
I'm
it
a
is what it is.
South Asian who lives in Southeast Asia, just for the record.
Yeah,
But let me go
yeah.
through some of the comments. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, and if you're joining us for the first time, you came and just bumped on this channel. And if you haven't subscribed already, we're on the road to 150 subs. I think at the moment I'm at 142. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button as well. It really helps. Let me just look at some of the comments. Proud to be a Geordie. I love Kane, but personally, he think he's the only player in the dressing room who has that much influence, and think it was him who went to the board, but it will never come on. I don't think so. It was Kane, because Conte and Kane had a good sort of a relationship. He was doing well under Conte, and things were going well for Kane, in my opinion. I don't think it's Kane, and I don't doubt Kane's professionalism as well, to
Okay,
any extent.
you take all the comments coming out, right? Ever since after Conte left, who has come out to say things, right? Son, one,
Son, Deki has come out. Hoiberg.
Decky, Hoybier. Hoybier came out first and said that he should, the players didn't even know about it, right?
Yep.
Which is all bullshit. I'm sure the players knew about it. I'm sure he told the players over and over again, you can't do this, you have to do that, right? And you can tell me he doesn't know about it. That's bullshit, right? Number two, I'm not sure what Decky said, right? Because
Basically,
I
he also said that I'm sad that he's leaving, but it is what it is. I'll still stay
yeah,
committed to the club, and
yeah.
usual
That
PR.
is the usual. That's the PR bullshit. But Son came out and said the things, right? Which actually I feel that was the truth because he says that
Yeah,
he felt he let the manager down. He felt right. He has to take responsibility, right, of what happened, right? And
that's why
he
Son is my beloved.
yeah, and then Son says that he knows that Conte is world class, right?
Yep.
It's just that I'm not sure whether he said himself couldn't give what he could have given this season, right? So it is what it is. Hey, big up, Bobby, big up, right?
Bobby, if
But
you want to join, let me know. I'll drop the link in the WhatsApp as well.
yeah, so to me, then as I see it at the moment now, right? For me, is that I don't want to dwell in the past because I'm an old Spurs fan, 40 over years supporting Spurs. I've seen this back and forth, right? And maybe not too serious before, but now more serious because I got my own YouTube channel and all that, right? And we discuss a lot about this, about Levy and all that. For the past 23 years, we've seen this go up, go down, right? Go round and round. We go sideways, we go left ways. In the end of the day, it comes back to the same thing. It doesn't change, right? Right? How are we going to change it? To me now is that we had to focus to find a way how we're going to change it, right? If we are all Spurs fans who are willing to accept it, it is what it is, then we will just all sit back and accept it. It is what it is. And I always come back to say that, right? We ourselves are to blame. It doesn't matter how we want to see it, right? Because we accept it, we allow it to happen. So stop moaning, stop whining, moaning and whining for so long, right? But right, okay. And while all these things happen, right? My only biggest fear, I'm gonna go in that, after Mourinho uh, tenure, right? We're gonna go into another 60, 70 days to look for another manager. Again, we're going through that cycle again because
I hope that happens. I hope that
all
happens so that
all the top managers in the world, right, are shunning us now.
yep.
Nobody's
Apparently,
going to join
Nagelsmann
us.
has declined a move from us. I don't think he's keen at the moment. He has said that he needs a bit of a
Yeah,
break, but which we all know is a different excuse.
Nagelsmann's declined. Amorin has declined, right? Who else is going to decline? It's going to be a real long list, right? Let me see here. Breaking news: Sporting CP head coach Ruben Amorim has ruled himself out of running for the vacant THFC job. Woohoo! Congratulations. Welcome to
Even
Tottenham
Poch
Hotspur.
has resigned. Poch is linked with Real Madrid job, by the way, guys. Even Poch
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
coming back.
Why
If
should
he were
Poch
to
come back?
choose between Spurs, this shitty Spurs, and Real Madrid, I think definitely he's gonna take a Real Madrid job. No
Yeah.
way he's coming back here.
Hey,
And,
bro, to tell you, lah, if Real Madrid wants you and Spurs wants you, like, where you go, lah?
of course he
Ayo.
go to Real Madrid. No way
Yeah.
anybody. If let's just say there's no other job available in the world, and then let's say Daniel Levy goes to Poch, and yes, there's that sentimental sort of relationship between him and
The,
Daniel
the thing
Levy.
is, the only
Then
thing that,
Poch might.
no, that the only other thing that could happen, right? Poch goes to Real Madrid, right, and flops terribly, right? Then he's got nowhere else to go. Then he'll come back to Spurs. That's how I see it, right?
I
So
I I I think Poch is not really a bad manager, to be honest. Like, I know some people criticize him for the fact that he didn't win a trophy at PSG and all that, or he was in Farmers League, but he has always been with the kind of a shit show around him, or the poor politics around him. Like when he was
no,
at
no,
Spurs, the
okay.
manager
It's a very
doesn't.
okay. If you look into Poch's background, right? He came to Spurs when he before Spurs he was at Espanyol, right? He did okay there. He went to Southampton. He did okay there, right? Brought Southampton up and all that. Played extractive football, right? And somehow another Levy got lucky, got Poch in, and got lucky because Poch did well. Because Poch wasn't even Levy's first choice to come, right? During that period of time. So the thing is that at the moment now, there's too much hype, right? Saying Poch is good. There's too much hype that says Poch is bad. So to me, it's at the moment now, Poch has to prove himself. Okay, if you go to PSG, you can't handle the egos in PSG, right? Because the players don't give you the respect. It's because that the players will turn around and say that, what have you won?
Yep,
Right?
exactly.
How are you gonna bring us, right, to Champions League glory? PSG doesn't care about the French league, to tell you the truth, right? They're turning to M City like the Premier League, right? The Premier League is
But
turning to them.
they don't win Champions League with other big managers anyways. Like Thomas Tuchel
Yeah,
went there.
so that's why they couldn't, right? It's not they don't, they haven't, they couldn't, right? They thought Poch might get something done there, right? But the problem is that, bro, you got characters like Mbappe, you got characters like Neymar, you got characters like Messi, right? All
Okay,
put
Messi
in,
is fine. I don't think he lacks
uh,
professionalism, bro.
bro. The thing's not about professionalism. It's the problem is that the egos that they all carry with them. When
No,
you are
I don't
that
think he has
high,
ego, bro.
everybody carries an ego when you're that high. Everybody has got an ego when you're that high, right? So to tell the truth, Poch can't control those egos. So in the end of the day, Poch had to leave because we saw what happened, right? He did win at least one title with PSG, I guess, one title, right? At least He's got a trophy, right? More than what we can say we've got, right? I can say that, right? He's at least got a winner's medal, right? But the
Yep.
thing is that his biggest test now is very simple. If he goes to Real Madrid, right? If he flourishes there and he succeeds there, right? Then kudos to him, right? He's at the next level. But if he goes to Real Madrid, right, and he flops there, then I think Poch cannot go to the elite clubs because he can't manage at the elite level. That's why he's suited for Tottenham Hotspur because we ain't an elite club.
Since you
Seriously.
mentioned about Real Madrid and we were on that topic, I just want to ask everybody in the chat as well, and Eugene, your question as well. Do you believe in those rumors that are linking us now with Zinedine Zidane? Do you believe in those rumors even? Like, I'm like, that could be the best thing that can happen to this club to a
Uh,
certain extent, or the best possible smoke screen Levy can get at this point, but
Elias,
it's
right?
never happening.
It's very simple, right? It's rewind back to last year while we were looking for our what call after Mourinho, not last year, right? 2 years ago, while we were looking for what I
Mourinho.
call after Mourinho, we're looking for our manager, right? Straight away, we were linked to Conte. While we were linked to Conte, right? The season ticket prices was hiked and renewal time was called up, right? And after the 1 week that they were given time to renew their season tickets, then what happens? Conte disappears, correct? So now it could be Zidane used as another smokescreen. But the clear truth, right? If managers like Nagelsmann doesn't want to come, Almarin doesn't want to come, right? De Zerbi, I heard, doesn't even want to come.
No, he doesn't want to come.
uh, uh,
He is increasing his contract, I think, with
uh, uh,
yeah, Bobby
De
K
Zerbi
says that
doesn't-
I don't believe anything anymore regarding positive football operations from our club.
no, no,
I
no,
I 100% agree. Like,
no.
I mean, the club that is seriously, man, which club
You,
has ever had this
you,
kind of
you should,
situation?
you,
You don't have a
you, you
good
should,
manager.
you should, you should read what NJ says, right? Zidane will run far away as possible, right?
What will happen is we are going to get another manager that will make us proud.
Yeah.
Uh,
Bring
yeah,
back
Daniel
Nuno.
Levy.
Bring back Nuno. Woohoo! He will make us proud. Woohoo!
Bring back Nuno. Or by the way, guys, I don't know if you all have seen that petition that's going around. We actually want Daniel Levy to become the manager. Maybe I should drop the petition in the chat. If you haven't already, guys, go
Yeah,
and
we'll sign
sign that petition, by the way, which is linked to that question as well. Question of the day: would you guys like to see Daniel Levy as the head coach and the footballing director at Tottenham Hotspur? If you do want to see Daniel Levy in that role, click on the link that actually I've just put it in the chats. Is all across on Twitter and on, I think Twitter doesn't have that, but go and have a look at it on YouTube.
No,
And
I already posted it on Twitter. Don't worry, guys.
yeah, you've already posted it on Twitter. You can find it on
Yeah,
Spursviation Eugene's Twitter as well. Go and
yeah.
go and
But
go and sign that petition as well,
it's not supposed to be.
and make sure Daniel Levy gets that job or gets that role where he has been throwing football all the
Elias,
time.
I'm going to ask you a question. What makes you think he hasn't been the manager, the head coach, the DOF all these past 23 years?
I think he has been. He
Yeah,
just hasn't been on the touch lines. Like,
yeah,
he's the
he
one
doesn't need
who chose
to.
the team. Who He's the one who chose the team for our Carabao Cup final in 2021, anyways, right?
Yeah.
When he got Ryan Mason to be the manager and all that nonsense, and he was the one who actually signed the went to Sporting and actually negotiated the Pedro Porro deal. So he has done the footballing director's job as well. I don't know.
Yeah. And it's not the first time. He's been doing it most of the times, right? Negotiating deals, right? Choosing players to play, right? So what makes you think he's not the manager, right? Daniel Levy has been managing, right? Purchasing, running. He's been micromanaging our club for the past 22, 23 years. So this is why where we are now, right? Because he's not a football guy. You should just leave the football business to football people. Simple as that.
Bobby K, you just go and see who actually started that poll. By the way, who actually started that petition is not me. Yeah, by the way.
Yeah, Bobby K.
Uh,
Yeah,
yep,
it's
yep.
Monty Python time, Bobby K. It's just to let you know. I signed it, right?
I
We
have
should put
signed it, by the way.
yeah, yeah. We've all signed it. So let's go and sign it and That's why this actually came up when we did a stream with Bob Spur previous Monday past, right? I just asked Stel, right? How long does it take to get your UEFA B license so you can actually become a manager of the club, right? Then Stel told me it takes you something between 5 to 7 years. Then I said, oh, that's too long, right? Way too long. That's why I think Levy, right, just doesn't want to take his UEFA B license. He just gets all these elite managers to come in to be his puppet. That's all.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
smoke screen, smoke
Bobby,
screen.
you have the grassroots coaching license, right? Since you were saying to me yesterday, why don't you become the coach of Tottenham Hotspur?
No, to tell the truth, right? Bobby Case in Canada, right? He doesn't want that stress.
Yep, he
Canada's
doesn't
so
want to stress.
protected.
Bobby's
Uh,
current job is much better. Who needs
no,
Zidane
no,
when Scott, the legend
no,
Parker,
no,
is ready
no
to work
drama.
in return?
Oh, Parker.
Who
Yeah,
Scott
maybe
Parker?
Scotty Parker. Yeah, Scotty Parker
Why
might
not?
come back.
Why
Yeah,
not?
why
The
not?
perfect kind of a guy, the homegrown, the one who will please all the sentimental fans, come in and do some stuff. I mean, the guy who, and he also has Champions League management in his CV. Perfect kind of a smoke screenish type of CV you can actually give the Tottenham fans as well. That, yeah, why not give a homegrown guy a chance to manage Tottenham Hotspur? So it's possible. I mean, in my opinion.
And don't worry, right? We'll have Ryan Mason as his assistant.
Ryan Mason as his, actually Ryan Mason might go and manage the ladies side, I feel.
I'm not sure about that.
He has a cute baby face, like to manage the ladies side, I guess.
Mm,
He can disguise well in that crowd. Just kidding. uh, are you mad? If anyone seriously answered that, yeah, but actually a lot of people signed that, including myself and Eugene, and actually half our Malaysia supporters club as well. To a certain extent, a lot of them have signed that petition.
really? Wow.
Some some Levy in fans have signed that petition, by the way, guys, just so you all know.
Yay.
The Levy in fans who have been Levy in for years, they've been giving me all sort of reasons why Daniel Levy should stay, why he has done all the good for the club, why the stadium is such a good thing for that can happen to this club and all that. Those people have also signed this petition, just so you all know. I know Jacob has not signed it. Yeah, big up to you, Jacob, as well. Thanks for coming on. Oh, I know
Big
who
up to
started
you,
and
big
signed
up.
it. Yep, yep. Now you know. Signing it will do nothing. Yes, actually, signing petitions do nothing in a way. To be honest, I believe that as well. It just satisfies, I think, your psychological factor that, yeah, you're doing something, to a certain extent. But yeah, but I want to know this as well from the crowd. By the way, guys, this has any petition ever made forth a big difference? I guess maybe it brings forth some form of an awareness, but has any petition ever bring forth a big difference or a big change in any club, any government, or any rights movement, anything? Let me know, guys,
Let's see how
in
that.
the comments. Like, Eugene, do you know any petition that made a big difference ever?
I'm not sure. I just sign it, never follow up on it. But usually, petitions and all that is just an awareness thing, right? To go ahead and see whether it happens or not, right? I was just wondering whether I can check back and see whether. Let's see. Let me go back and check. Let's see how many people have signed. Yeah, yeah,
Quite a lot
yeah.
of Malaysians
That's
are in there, bro. A lot of Malaysians, Asians are in there. I had a
really
look at it. Yep. I'm
seriously.
not kidding.
All right.
I'm not kidding.
Okay, let me see what how many have we got now. We've got 86 signatures now. Guys, go and
86
sign it, right? We need another 14 more to to
to
to
make.
to make it 100. Right. So
Yeah, man.
right, we need it. We need another 14 more. So then
Yep.
Daniel Levy will have his affirmation that he can become the manager of
Yes, he will
Tottenham
get a
Hotspur.
bit of a boost that he can do better job than some people that he
Yeah.
has sacked, and
The thing is that all I can say is that Daniel Levy will never be the manager of Tottenham Hotspur because he can't do interviews. He's not going to sit there and
he
answer
can't do what?
questions. He's not
He
going to
can't do
sit.
what?
He's not going to do interviews, right? Bro, if you're the manager of a football club in EPL, right, you have to come up every week, right, 2 or 3 times, right, live. I mean, do
To give an
interviews, right?
interview.
Yeah, give an interview, right? So,
He's an absolute pussy. I tell you. I mean, the interview that Paratici did. I think that interview should have been done by Daniel Levy. That interview
uh,
that Paratici did. I mean, Paratici didn't do any good either. By the way, guys, let me know what quality was that Paratici interview. Was it 360p or was it like that black and white 1980s quality. Like I think that even people who have like the worst Wi-Fi in the Spurs YouTube community have a better resolution on their
Elias,
StreamYard
Elias.
when they
Wait,
listen
wait,
to it.
wait. Jailhouse quality.
Sorry.
Jailhouse
Jail,
quality.
jailhouse quality. I think some jails have a better internet than that. Some people say that my background looks like a like the jail, or I'm in a prison or something like that.
It doesn't
Some people
matter.
actually make that comment. Good morning, sunshine. There's a lot of love going on between Bobby K and Jacob right now. His ego is too big, and so is Bobby K. Bobby K doesn't have a big ego, by the way, guys. I don't think so.
Yeah, but
Good morning, Bobby.
Bobby
Marks,
K has got a big, has a big bust though.
I haven't seen Bobby's bus yet.
Oh, one of these days you gotta get you must get Bobby to send you some photos.
Yeah, Bobby, send me the photos of your bus. Not morning here, Bobby, but good morning. Mark Swift, where are you from actually? I'm just curious.
Mark is in
Where?
UK.
Oh, Mark
Mark
Swift
from
is
the
in UK.
UK.
Big up to you, bro.
Yeah,
Lord Swifty, my ego is the perfect size, perfect like me. United Spurs of America, long wet man here. I did sign it, and I
yeah,
signed the one for he to go to. Yeah, man.
yeah. We signed both.
No amount of petitions will work until there are 60k fans inside the stadium helping Levy become richer. Or
Yeah,
why not 60k fans protesting? Just curious. Just why not?
yeah, yeah. Why not? Why not? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll go through that managerial shit show again, or maybe I don't know. Stellini lose the 5 games, first 5 games of his actual tenure of head coach of Spurs. Then things might change. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Right.
Actually, to be honest, this is like the perfect time. The Everton game would have been a perfect time to do a protest. If it would have been a
Uh,
home game. But somehow
yeah,
it's
it's in a
it's an
way.
away game, right? It's an
In a
away
way.
game, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
in a
if it
way.
had been a home game,
No,
it
to
would have
tell
been
the
a perfect.
truth, right? If the away game, the way we call away days fans, right, are much more vocal than the home fans.
Than the home fans, because
Yeah.
apparently according to some people now they have some strict rules in the stadium, like what you can say and what you can't say in the stadium, or which and like you can't even bring like the Levy out banners into the stadium according to someone, and you can't even
Oh,
bring.
you can't openly bring it into the state Spurs stadium,
Yeah,
but you can bring it into the Everton stadium, I guess. So let's see
yeah,
how
Everton
that.
stadium, I guess you can. So I
Yeah.
guess that's the issue. Like the other day, I think it was Alex who was saying that if you say Levy out, they will actually ban you from your
Oh no,
what is
it's not they'll ban you, right? If you're one person that's shouting Levy out, right, then the stewards will tell you not to say that. But if
I
you're
see.
couple of hundred people shouting Levy out, right, then the stewards can't do much anything, right? Because Tel did show me some pictures of the security that you had to go through to get into the stadium yesterday, right? I was with
I
him in the
see.
back room. Yeah, so to get into the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is like going through airport security. That's all I can say.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool. I mean,
yeah.
like I heard that this other thing that Iggy was telling me the other day as well, that if the other that sometimes outside the club as well they have those small shops where they sell like small merchandise, or the handmade sort of thing. Like somebody was selling that Brazilian flag with Richarlison's picture, and one kid just wanted to bring that into the stadium, and they actually stopped the kid, saying that yeah, you can't bring that inside. Like what kind of
Yeah,
mentality is that?
no,
it's
no, no.
it's so
It's like going
discouraging,
to
I mean, for the young
it's like a
fans.
cinema, right? You can't bring outside food in.
It is a cinema anyways. I mean, I think that stadium can hold Olympics next time, whenever London will be the host for Olympics, guys. I think Tottenham Hotspur can single-handedly host all the sports in just the stadium itself.
Why not?
Just wait.
We have a retractable field, right? What's the problem? We can do
Yeah,
anything.
man, we'll have few more floors. Every floor would host one sport, and I think single-handedly just one stadium would be this Olympic Village. We got, I think there's that residential development as well nearby. I heard that that's doing well. That
Yeah,
can be
once the
converted to
hotels are
Olympic
up,
Village.
what call the hotels are up, the residential project is done, right? Then you'll have enough place to host one whole Olympics at Spurs Stadium, and Levy will be happy to do it because all the money will go into his pocket. So why not?
Yeah, man, seriously, but it is it's discouraging, by the way. But I wanted to look at one more thing, guys. Like our next few fixtures. Let me just share the screen here with us, and let's see what can we do in our next few fixtures. And compared to the other top four, I think somebody posted that in my malicious first chat. Let me just have a look at it and see where we are headed with the kind of nonsense that we are dealing with
We
in
are
at this.
playing Everton on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go to.
Let me open
Uh,
this. Yep. Okay,
okay,
so we are playing Everton away on game week 29
on Monday.
and
Then on Saturday, we're playing Brighton at home. Then after that, Saturday following, we're going to play Bournemouth at
at
home.
home.
Then on Sunday, we'll play Newcastle away. Then on Thursday, we'll play Manchester United at home. Then on the last
Which
Sunday of
Thursday is that
April,
when we're playing Manchester United at home?
27 April.
27 April. Okay.
And of course, the last Sunday of April 30th, we'll be playing Liverpool away.
Away. Anfield.
Yay.
That's going to be an interesting one. Then we have Crystal Palace at home. And then we have Aston Villa away. We have
Yep.
Brentford at home, and then we end the season with Leeds away.
Yep.
And looking at this kind of the fixtures compared to other teams, do you guys think that we have a chance of ending in top four?
Doesn't matter. I don't care where we end up.
Okay, you don't have
Seriously.
any bet related to top four this season. I have a bet
No,
actually
no, to tell the truth, right? I would love for Spurs to be in the top four
in the Champions
position
League.
because yeah, in the Champions League, it brings that fuzzy tingly feeling that you're in the Champions League, right? But we've been there before, we've seen what we do. It doesn't make much of a difference now, whether we're in the Champions League, whether we're in the Conference League, whether in the Europa's League, whether whatever league. To tell the truth, whether we're in the Championship, whether we're in League One, whether we're in League Two, right? At the moment, it is what it is, right? But don't worry, guys, right? If Stellini doesn't deliver in the first 3 to 4 games, he'll be gone, right? Because our European position will be challenged. Since once our
Yep.
European position be challenged, our great chairman will have to take action. And let's see.
Zidane will be the new manager.
And if Zidane comes to Spurs, we'll all say he's an idiot, right? And whoever
He
comes to
play boring
Spurs,
football. His football too defensive. Cannot win trophies. Cannot win trophies.
it doesn't matter whether you play boring football, whether it's too defensive. All great managers comes to Spurs and fail. That's all.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I mean, but imagine. I mean, these some of these fans will be the same guys who shit on Conte, they shit on Jose, and all that. Let's have Zidane if he ever comes in. Apparently, he was not even willing to go for the Man United job. He was pretty picky on that. I don't think he's coming to Spurs anymore.
Zidane, to tell the truth, right, he was waiting for the French job, right? So the only problem is Zidane that he waited and waited and waited, and then Deschamps has got an extension in his contract, so he still has to wait. Maybe now he'll just maybe take up another 18-month contract with Spurs.
Or we might get that guy, the one who United hired last season. What's his name? Ralph Ranick as our interim manager until we wait for someone else.
No, no, no. Oh, because to tell the truth, right, Ragnick was never actually supposed to be a manager for Manchester United. He was supposed to be some sort of a DOF,
He was supposed to be a
right?
footballing director. Yeah,
He was supposed to be some sort of DOF, right? So Ragnick was one of the people that we were linked to be DOF, like Campos, Ragnick, and all these guys, right? The dream team for us before Nuno came in, while we were waiting for those 72 days, right? We were saying, oh, bring in Ragnick and put Ten Hag in there as our manager, right? With Ragnick as DOF. No, it didn't happen, right? Now Ten Hag has gone to Manchester United, right? And Ragnick has gone to Austria, if I'm not mistaken. Ragnick is the
yep. He,
Austrian head
he's
coach,
he's the Austrian national team head
yeah,
coach.
national team head coach there. So it doesn't matter, Elias. We know it's the
Any, by
same.
the way, Eugene, any do you have any knowledge of like who are the footballing directors around who may want to come to Spurs after Paratici got sacked, or Daniel Levy it is for us next few seasons?
Nah, to tell the truth, right? If any smart, intelligent person, right, won't touch us with a 3 foot pole unless, right, the deal is so sweet, right, money wise, it doesn't matter what happens after that. To me, is that why did you think Conte came in on an 18-month contract? Because it was really expected Conte will actually blow up. He
His salary was very high. Like he was the
no
third
no
highest paid EPL
no
manager.
no no. The thing is that yeah. if you're the third highest paid EPL manager, right? If Conte signed a 3-year contract, right, and now he has to get sacked, right? Imagine the amount of compensation Levy had to give. Simple as that.
A lot.
So yeah. So and then Levy said 18 months. Conte said okay. Jose, right? Okay, Jose. Jose is not here anymore. Jose is at Roma, right? But it is what it is. Conte is gone. Pointless to dwell in the past. Look into the future, which is actually blank. We have a
Yeah,
blank
man.
future. It's all blank. Everything's blank, right? So it doesn't matter whether. The best part is that let's wait until Monday coming and let's see what happens during that game, right? Whether Stellini will play the open attacking football that everybody wants,
That
or will we still be playing Conte ball behind, right?
well,
Imagine,
there are a lot
you know,
of decisions that he has to make in this coming game. Crucial decision. I think you would have realized by now that we don't have a left wing back available.
Elias, remember before the international break, we were doing shows. I already said, right?
Yeah, yeah,
The
you did say.
international break breaks us, right? But it's already
Yes,
broken
you
us
did say.
even before the international break, and now it's even broken us more because we've lost Emerson, we've lost Perisic. Who else did we lose?
Richarlison. We also
Richarlison,
almost lost Poro, by the way.
Richarlison, yeah, nearly lost Poro. Poro might not even be fit to come back to play, right?
Ben
On that game.
Davis.
Yeah, Ben Davis is gone. So what I think we will see during the Everton game is that right, it's either Tanganga will take up the right wing back position, right? Then we'll most probably have to play Dyer, Langley, Romero. Tanganga takes the right wing back position. Left wing back, who can we put in? Perisic is not. No, sorry, left wing back. Who can we put in? He's not
Okay,
there.
I think Sessegnon is back in training apparently.
Back in training. If you don't have a fit set, I don't know. Maybe it could be a chance for the academy players to come in.
But do
That
we
could be
even
worthwhile.
have academy players who can play as, like, I look at our registered players. We don't even have an academy player who is registered at the moment to play
I think if
as a
you're under
defender.
21 or under 23, right, or something like that, you can bring them in. It doesn't matter whether you register or not, right? So you can bring them in. So it doesn't matter. Let's see what happens. For all you know, we bring in all the youngsters and it'll work out well for us, right? And let's hope Decky. I'm not sure whether Decky is injured too. Let's
No, Decky is fine. Decky is fine.
yeah. And most
Uh,
probably Decky will get injured in the Everton game.
like Richarlison is badly injured at the moment. Bissouma not
Uh,
coming back.
uh,
Lloris has come back to the training, by the way, guys. Just so you all know, Lloris has come back into
yeah,
the training.
Morris has come back. Oh, for all we know is that maybe we'll just switch it a bit, right? Let Lloris play in goalkeeper and Foster will come out and help in the defense.
As a centre back.
Yeah, I know. Switch
Foster
it up.
replacing Dyer or Langley as a left-sided centre back. Then we might play Langley as a left wing back. I don't know.
Foster,
Uh,
right? So we don't know. So
I don't know.
it's
Like our goalkeepers, I don't think goalkeepers have any form of training to play as a defender. I mean, we centre
he's
backs
big
is
enough.
fine.
He's just as long as he's big enough, right? He can block balls, then it's okay. Right.
He's quite big, yeah. By the way, I mean without any doubt. But
Mm.
seriously,
And he'll do well in the wall, right? So any free kicks, he's big enough to block the wall. Just as long he has to
yeah,
remember.
he'll do well.
He,
He'll do well in the
but the only
balls.
problem he just has to remember he's a defender, not a goalkeeper, right? Not to put out his hand to stop the ball when the ball comes out.
Yeah, that's another mistake. A lot of goalies tend to do.
Mm.
So
We are Tottenham Hotspur, right? Like I said, congratulations, welcome to Tottenham Hotspur. As the shit show goes on and on and on
and
and
on
on
and
and
on
on.
and on and on. It's okay. Okay, I shouldn't sing this song. I might get copyrighted. Uh,
Mm.
okay, guys. By the way, I think this is my midweek rant. I will be doing my next show on Saturday morning UK time, and it will be Saturday evening Asian time. I suppose around 6 p.m. Malaysian time, and I think about 4 p.m. Indian time, and yeah, around those that kind of timing for the Everton game. I have a
6
master
p.m. 6 p.m. will be 3:30 Indian time, IST.
6 p.m. on Indian time is Indians are 2 hours
Minus
behind us. Two
two
and
and
a
a
half
half.
hours, 2.5. So
So it'll be 3:30.
it will be no, it will be
3:30.
yeah, 3:30. Yeah, 3:30. Correct. So yeah, that will be the show. I have a master chef joining me actually for
Oh,
for this.
has to join. Has is
Yeah,
joining you.
yeah. Has is joining me this
Saturday.
Saturday. Usually I don't do weekend shows on Saturdays, but because the game is on Sunday, sorry, Monday night, so I'm doing this preview on a weekend. So we'll have all the news and all the press conferences in by then. So then we'll do a show with Has, and then we'll hear from him. What does he think the approach the managers would take in that Everton game? What kind of formation we might play? Like there are a lot of options. Would Danuma come in as a left wing back? I don't know what nonsense Delaney would play. But until then, Eugene, you got anything to say? When are you going live next? Are you doing a watch along this weekend or anything? Let us know.
No, there's no watch along. Most probably, I'm still doing my same Monday show, depending on the time now, because there's a time movement. Because now we are 7 hours ahead of the UK time, or I still will maintain it
Oh,
at
so you're doing a
10 p.m.
Monday show still? That
Yeah,
would
I'll
be
still
like
do
a
my.
pre-match pump up, I suppose.
No, it will be a pre-match pump up. Now we don't do pump up nowadays.
It will be a pre-match pump up because that show
I
is just
know.
before the Everton game. I think the
Yeah,
Everton
the
game.
Everton game is something like 3 a.m. our time. So I'll be doing the show something like 10 p.m. our time. Let's see how it goes. But usually my shows I will bring on guests from other fans from other clubs as guests, right? And not just talk about Spurs because most probably we were doing some preview of what happened throughout the weekend, and then we'll do some review of Spurs, and we'll see how it goes from there. But of course, don't forget, guys, if you haven't subscribed to Elias, Step Up Spurs, and to me and Spurs Vision TV on YouTube, guys, right, please drop us a subscribe, right? That'd be much appreciated. And of course, don't forget to like the video here, okay? And at the moment, I've got no more backgrounds to put because all my thumbnails are all with Conte, right? So now I've changed to this.
Why don't you put the Levy in there or Levy in there?
No, I'm too lazy to go and make new thumbnails. So
I can make
and
one for you. Just let me know.
no, no. Usually my daughter makes the thumbnails for me, but she's having an exam, her first term exams at the moment, so I don't want to bother her, right? So at the moment, I'll be using this as my background, and I'm not sure whether I want to use. I'll be using what pictures for my YouTube thumbnail.
Partici in jail picture. How
Mm,
would that look like? A
I
jail in the
know.
background with Partici inside.
While he's cooking porridge.
Is cooking porridge. Yes.
I know.
Cooking.
Okay. Sorry. We're in Malaysia while he's cooking curry chicken.
No. Miswa.
No, no, we serve curry chicken in Malaysia, and where got serve mee sua in jail, one, bro.
We got curry chicken one. I thought curry chicken is like dal, maybe
No, curry
dal
chicken is
sambar or
local food in
something.
jail, yeah, something like that. I don't know.
I don't
I
know,
haven't
man. I
been to
mean,
jail. I haven't been
I
to
think
jail. So.
curry chicken is kind of like a luxury already.
No, no, you think what? You think good curry chicken? You getting mild, weak, lousy curry chicken.
Probably the one with the chicken feet inside
Yeah, yeah, neck and feet,
and all
right,
the
and butts and butts,
neck and feet and all that.
neck, feet, and the butts, neck, feet, and butts only.
By the way, the Sungai Buloh prison is very near my house. If they hear that I'm insulting their food, they might come and catch me. So I'm not
Oh
gonna.
dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, Sungai Buloh prison actually can see from my apartment one.
Okay, stop,
Hey
stop.
Dan Davenport, good to see you here, man. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
finishing up actually.
And
So
don't forget
then,
subscribe, like, right, and press the notification bell.
yeah,
Yeah.
press
So
the notification bell. Actually, I realize that now when I do streams, quite a few of you actually do come on as well, so can have a bit of a chat with you guys in the chats as well. Otherwise, when I started, it used to be quite boring. Like it's just me and once I had Eugene on me, and then we were just the two of us talking. So at least it's good that now some people come on the chats, and we can have a good chat. Like I started the stream at a very random time, but I had like 10 or 11 people today. So really grateful to every single one of you who have hit the bell icon and yeah, you've subscribed already so that I don't get bored. When I'm getting bored, I can just start a stream and then have a chat with you guys. And then Eugene will come on sometimes if he's free, or somebody will
yeah,
just come on.
if the time is right, right. If so, I guess after this show, I just go back and watch my Jurassic Park Dominion.
You can watch your Jurassic Park. I might watch some Bollywood movie later. And
Uh,
yeah, guys, so I will be live on Saturday at about 10 a.m. GMT. And then I will go live on the next morning as well. I would do a fan show. on Sunday night. Sorry, I will do a fan show on Sunday night, which will be my Monday morning. Sunday night, I'll do a fan show at about late UK time. I think what 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. something like that. I'll do a fan show, and then I will be live at Eugene's channel on Monday night. I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
Persuasion TV.
10 p.m.
Sorry,
Yeah.
he hasn't invited me yet, but I'm inviting him myself.
You're always invited. Don't worry. You're
Yeah,
always
yeah. Sorry, I'm always invited on his channel, so that's why I'm like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty. Then I will be at where I will be at later on. Yeah, so then I will be at Will Stewart's THFC Ranch show on
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning. Yes, Tuesday morning my time and Tuesday evening your time. And for now, as always, Levy out and come on,
And as
Yusufer.
always, right, Levy out.